CLEO Applications is looking at what it takes to transition technology into products. And so we're looking at technology that's probably already been presented at CLEO in previous years and is now on its way to being incorporated in products or already is in products. One way I like to think of it is that we're looking at things more at the systems level or at the application of technology into prototype systems that are either already being fielded by companies or are in the process of going through testing. I think the transition new technology out to real-world applications is a couple different places people tend to have to focus. One is size, weight, and power considerations, which probably aren't that important in a pure research environment, but certainly are for products. I think also how to manufacture and be able to produce something in a reliable fashion and in a cost-effective fashion. And so a lot of what the presentations at CLEO Applications are focused on is bridging that transition. So something's a great technology and has been demoed in the lab, but can that same technology actually be used in the field, and what changes, if any, have to be made, and how do you do that transition? In the industrial area, we receive talks in two theme areas. One is telecommunications, and I think we'll have an interesting session on long-haul communications, including an invited talk on content creation all the way to your doorstep. The other area we had a lot of interest was in machining as well as in metrology of devices. So we had a lot of synergy in the machining area with CLEO's topic area 1, and we had a lot of interest in the metrology area as well as in ranging with the CLEO Optical Metrology Group. CLEO's looking at photovoltaics in a couple of different ways. Our CLEO Subcommittee 15, the LED and green energy session, is looking at really the research on making devices for improving the efficiency and capturing solar light and then processing it to electricity. And CLEO Applications is looking at that a little farther down the food chain, where instead of looking at the device configuration, we're looking at solar cells, and we'll have a session that's jointly with CLEO on solar cell, next generation solar cells. Well, we're actually going to have some interesting talks on really on high-energy laser systems for weapons. They're not called that. So we're going to have a tutorial that focuses on power scaling issues with high-energy lasers, as well as an invited talk on a high-energy laser system. And we're holding that session jointly with CLEO solid-state laser area. So I think it'll make a nice 105 minutes that's focused on very high-power lasers for defense applications. And on laser fusion, which is really focused on what would a laser fusion power plant look like, and then how do you build that. And so we'll have a couple of tutorials which will kind of walk us through that area of energy. So I think with the laser fusion aspect of energy and with the solar cell, next generation solar cell aspect of energy, we'll at least hit that theme in a couple of different areas of hopefully clean technology for the future. Speakers for the tutorials for laser fusion will be John Zugel from University of Rochester Laser Energetics Lab and Andy Baramian from Lawrence Livermore National Lab.